What if time itself bent to human will? In the ancient battle of Gibeon, Joshua commanded the sun to stand still, and according to Scripture, it obeyed. Was this divine intervention defying physics, or does science hold clues to one of history's most extraordinary claims? Today, we explore where faith meets astronomy in humanity's greatest cosmic mystery. The year was approximately 1400 BCE, and Joshua led the Israelites in a crucial battle against 5 Amorite kings at Gibeon. As victory seemed within reach, daylight began to fade. In that pivotal moment, Joshua made an unprecedented request to the heavens. Sun, stand still over Gibeon, and you, moon, over the valley of Aijalon. According to the book of Joshua, chapter 10, verse 13, the sun stopped in the middle of the sky and delayed going down about a full day. This wasn't merely a prayer for strength or courage. It was a direct command to celestial bodies. The text describes not just a longer day, but a cosmic pause that allowed the complete defeat of Israel's enemies. Ancient historians and chroniclers treated this event not as metaphor, but as historical fact. The implications were staggering. If true, the fundamental laws governing planetary motion had been suspended. The battle itself was strategically crucial. The Amorite coalition represented a significant threat to Israelite expansion into the Promised Land. Without sufficient daylight to complete their victory, Joshua's forces risked a tactical disaster. The request for extended daylight wasn't born from convenience, but from military necessity. This context transforms the miracle from a mere display of power into a precisely timed intervention that altered the course of history. What makes this account particularly intriguing is its matter-of-fact presentation. The biblical narrator doesn't dwell on the impossibility of the event, but simply states what allegedly occurred. This straightforward reporting style suggests either eyewitness, confidence, or a cultural acceptance of divine intervention in natural processes that modern readers find difficult to comprehend. Remarkably, similar accounts of prolonged daylight or extended darkness appear in civilizations worldwide, suggesting either a global phenomenon or a shared mythological archetype. Chinese records from the Emperor Yao's reign describe a day that lasted longer than usual. Greek mythology tells of Helios stopping his chariot across the sky. Aztec legends speak of the sun god Tamashu pausing his journey through the heavens. These parallel narratives raise fascinating questions. Could independent cultures have witnessed the same astronomical event? The geographical distribution of these stories spans continents and cultures that had no known contact with each other during the alleged time frame. Some researchers propose that these accounts represent cultural memories of actual celestial phenomena, possibly a comet's close passage or unusual atmospheric conditions that created the illusion of an extended day. Archaeological evidence from various sites dating to approximately 1400 BCE shows signs of unusual activity or disruption, though directly connecting these to the Gibeon event remains speculative. Ancient astronomical records, while limited, occasionally reference anomalous solar behavior during this general time period. However, the precision required to correlate these scattered references with Joshua's specific battle remains beyond current archaeological capabilities. The consistency of these global narratives, despite their cultural independence, suggests either a remarkable coincidence or an actual phenomenon that transcended local observation. Ancient peoples were sophisticated observers of celestial cycles, making their unanimous recording of such an unusual event particularly significant. Their livelihood and religious practices depended on accurate timekeeping, making casual errors about solar behavior unlikely. From a modern scientific perspective, stopping the Earth's rotation would create catastrophic consequences. The planet spins at approximately 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. A sudden halt would generate devastating tsunamis, earthquakes, and atmospheric chaos that would obliterate all life. The kinetic energy involved in such a stoppage would be incomprehensibly massive, requiring forces beyond anything observed in nature. However, several astronomical phenomena could create the appearance of an extended day without actually stopping planetary rotation. A significant asteroid or comet passing close to Earth could theoretically alter the planet's rotational speed through gravitational interaction. Atmospheric refraction caused by unusual dust or debris could create optical illusions, making the Sun appear stationary while Earth continued its normal rotation. Some researchers propose that the long day resulted from extraordinary atmospheric conditions that bent light in unusual ways, creating a phenomenon similar to the midnight sun experienced in polar regions. Volcanic activity, meteor impacts, or massive dust storms could generate atmospheric effects that would significantly alter the appearance of solar position and movement. The precession of Earth's axis, while normally imperceptible on human timescales, could theoretically be accelerated by external gravitational forces. A massive celestial body passing through the solar system might temporarily affect Earth's rotation without completely stopping it. Such an event would leave geological and atmospheric evidence, though detecting traces after 3,400 years presents enormous challenges. Alternative interpretations suggest the miracle involved localized atmospheric phenomena rather than planetary mechanics. Aurora-like effects, caused by intense solar activity, could create extended twilight conditions that would provide the additional combat time Joshua required without violating fundamental physical laws. Modern astronomical calculations have attempted to work backward from the present to detect any historical anomalies in Earth's rotation. Computer models of planetary motion, while incredibly sophisticated, become less reliable when extrapolated thousands of years into the past due to the accumulation of small errors and unknown variables. NASA's historical eclipse calculations, which require precise knowledge of Earth's rotational history, have identified several periods where the expected timing of ancient eclipses doesn't align perfectly with historical records. While these discrepancies are typically attributed to measurement errors or calendar inconsistencies, some researchers wonder if they might indicate actual variations in Earth's rotational speed. The concept of missing time has intrigued both scientists and theologians. If Earth's rotation actually paused for approximately 24 hours, as suggested by the biblical account, this period should be detectable through careful analysis of ancient astronomical observations. However, the precision required for such detection exceeds the accuracy of most ancient records. Tidal forces from the moon gradually slow Earth's rotation over geological time. Days were measurably shorter in the past, with this deceleration being relatively predictable. Any significant deviation from this pattern would leave traces in geological formations, particularly in sedimentary layers that record tidal patterns. The energy requirements for stopping Earth's rotation would be equivalent to the output of trillions of nuclear weapons. Such energy couldn't simply disappear without consequences. If divine intervention were responsible, it would necessitate not only stopping the planet but also preventing the catastrophic side effects that would naturally result from such an action. Contemporary theologians and scientists have proposed various interpretations that bridge faith and reason. Some suggest the miracle involved local rather than global effects, perhaps through sophisticated atmospheric manipulation that created the appearance of extended daylight in the immediate battle area. This interpretation preserves both the miraculous nature of the event and physical plausibility. Others propose that the account describes a prophetic vision or spiritual experience rather than a literal alteration of planetary mechanics. In this view, Joshua and his forces experienced divine guidance and supernatural strength that allowed them to accomplish in one day what would normally require much longer. The long day becomes a metaphor for extraordinary human capability under divine influence. Advanced climate modeling has revealed that certain Atmospheric conditions can dramatically alter light propagation and apparent solar position. Military conflicts often generate massive amounts of dust and debris, which could interact with atmospheric moisture to create unusual optical effects. Combined with the adrenaline and altered perception common in battle, these conditions might explain the subjective experience of extended daylight. The psychological aspect of time perception during intense stress is well documented. Soldiers frequently report time distortion during combat, with critical moments seeming to stretch far beyond their actual duration. This phenomenon, combined with exceptional military success, could create the impression of a supernaturally extended day without requiring any violation of natural law. Modern GPS satellites, which require precise timekeeping to function accurately, have occasionally detected minute variations in Earth's rotation caused by earthquakes, ocean currents, and atmospheric changes. While these variations are tiny compared to what the Gibeon account describes, they demonstrate that planetary rotation isn't as constant as once believed. Perhaps the most profound aspect of the Gibeon account isn't whether it literally occurred, but what it reveals about humanity's relationship with the cosmos. The story represents our deepest desire to transcend natural limitations when facing insurmountable challenges. Whether through divine intervention, unknown natural phenomena, or the extraordinary power of human perception under extreme circumstances, the account touches something fundamental about our place in the universe. The convergence of ancient testimony, cross-cultural narratives, and modern scientific inquiry creates a fascinating intersection where faith meets empirical investigation. Even if we cannot definitively prove or disprove the literal stopping of the sun, the search itself expands our understanding of both historical events and natural possibilities. Future advances in archaeological dating techniques, atmospheric modeling, and astronomical computation may eventually provide clearer insights into what occurred at Gibeon. Until then, the account serves as a powerful reminder that the universe may still hold mysteries that challenge our current understanding of natural law. The story's endurance across millennia suggests it addresses something beyond historical curiosity. It speaks to humanity's fundamental belief that extraordinary circumstances might warrant extraordinary responses from the cosmos itself. Whether that response comes through divine intervention or through natural phenomena we don't yet fully comprehend remains an open question. Conclusion. The sun that allegedly stood still over Gibeon continues to challenge both believers and skeptics alike. Whether miracle or mystery, divine intervention or natural phenomenon, this ancient account reminds us that the universe may still hold secrets that transcend our current understanding. What would you command the cosmos to do in your moment of greatest need?